All right, we're back for the Monday show. Hell yeah! And we got new music. Did you guys see this one? I released this one, I think, Thursday before I skipped the Friday show. In case you missed it, new music from Dusty. This is The Art of the Conceal, Jeffrey Epstein Files parody music video.
Say, hey, Don, where's Epstein's stash? But I've got golf to play, let's not be rash. Some things are classified, you understand, like tax returns and tiny hands. I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. Believe me, folks, it's no big deal. In the art of the conceal. Transparency's great, but let's be real. You don't want everything that's under the seal. Names on the list, oh, that's a shame. But let's focus on Hunter, he's to blame. I'm not hiding, just deciding are worth confiding. Fake news won't shake my steel. I mastered the art of the conceal. They call it a cover-up, I call it class. Keeping distractions from biting my pants. Can't drop the files. What if they say I was best friends with old Bill and Jack? I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. If the truth don't fit the deal, you bury it deep with the art of the conceal. So when you wonder about those unseen, remember I'm saving the American dream. Some truth don't fit the deal. You bury it deep with the art of the conceal.
Hey, yeah! What's up, everybody? Welcome to America's finest one-man show. It's me. It's the Dusty Show. We're back. Fuck yeah! I only did one show last week, Bad Dusty, but I actually released 4 videos last week, to be honest with you. So, not too bad. I worked like 100 hours last week. Worked my ass off, so I skipped the Friday show because 100 hours, I'm out, y'all. And I will say, I ain't trying to be lazy, y'all. I know people are disappointed when I skip shows. I apologize. I know people are depending on the community and whatnot. But also, I worked 100 hours last week and I made $140 on YouTube, which apparently is bad. So I'm making $1.50 an hour doing this now, which is all-time low. So I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to adapt, The left is already such a small niche and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and we just can't compete. And so the only time I've had success in getting more subs the last 7 years is these videos I'm putting out. So I'm trying everything I can to keep the show afloat, y'all. So don't think I'm doing this to miss shows or be lazy. I'm literally doing this so I can keep the fucking show going. And all you do is what you do, right? It's not the strongest of the species that survives. It's the one most capable of adaptation. So I'm trying to adapt and do what I can do. Overpaid, I know, right? It is kind of sad, to be honest with you. And it's dispiriting, to be honest with you, because I think I'm one of the best left-wing YouTubers out there, making $1.50 an hour, man. It makes me want to fucking cry. But what are you going to do? Not going to cry yet. Save that for later in the show. But let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. Got a pretty good one. Got a week's worth of shit to cover. And to be honest, I understand why more people don't watch the show, because it's depressing as shit. I don't want to report all this bad stuff. I really don't. But that's all that's happening. None of it's good. There's no silver lining to any of this. There's no light at the end of the tunnel to fucking any of this. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to bullshit you. All this is bad. America's fucking dying. We're watching it goddamn happen. So I guess only silver lining is we're in this together at least. At least we can hang out together and watch it all fucking burn. Let's go ahead and get it started. As always, super chats are open. Lifeblood of the show's the super chats. No questions dodged. Why would I do that? There's a dollar sign over here by the chat. Click it. See what happens. You'll love it. And I'll read your words. And the super chats do it to it. All right, let's go kick it off, folks. Going to start off with a super long Chud Watch. Boom. Hell yeah, yo! What's up? Then what happens after that? Then who says what? Woo! And all right, first off, on tonight's Chud Watch. Plane crashes. Before we get there, I'm getting ahead of myself. Spoiler alert. I didn't gave it away because I know you guys don't watch the fucking news. You have no idea what's going on until I fucking tell you. So first off, last week, Donald Trump from the White House put out this very important message to us all. Fact sheet. President Donald J. Trump ends DEI madness. It's over, folks. He ended it. They killed it. DEI's dead. DEI. DIE. It's dead, y'all. We did it. Fuck yes. We solved that big problem America was having. Trump ends DEI madness and restores excellence and safety with the Federal Aviation Administration. He fixed it. He fixed the Federal Aviation Administration. It was broken, y'all. But Trump, promises made, promises kept. He fixed it. We're good to go now, folks. And just to illustrate what happened here last week. First, Trump fired the head of the TSA. David Pekosk, who was originally appointed by Trump, was abruptly fired from his post at the TSA. This currently leaves the TSA with no leader. What do they need a leader at the TSA for? And then he instituted a federal hiring freeze. Trump instituted a hiring freeze on federal employees, meaning no empty positions could be filled. Some say this halted the hiring of air traffic controllers, and the FAA was already short-staffed. That's what do we need air traffic controllers for? Somebody give me one good reason. And then, FAA employees were like, shit's getting bad. More on that in a second. Then Trump gutted the Aviation Safety Panel. The Aviation Safety Advisory Committee examines safety issues at airline and airports. It currently exists in name alone, with no members to do the work. Fucking leeches, welfare queens off the government teat. What do we need an Aviation Safety Advisory Committee for? Nothing. And then Elon Musk got in a very public fight with the FAA chief. Apparently, he wants SpaceX to be safe and follow the law. And President Elon was like, are you out of your goddamn mind? There's no law anymore, baby. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Elon Musk pressured the former FAA administrator to quit. He was like, you should resign, and he did. After the agency issued fines to SpaceX, the FAA regulates civil aviation in the U.S. Trump appointed an FAA chief following the deadly crash. So, resign because of President Elon Musk. And news FAA chief Mike Whitaker gets his facts all wrong, and he needs to resign, says Elon Musk. And President Elon got his wish. He resigned, so we didn't have any FAA chief. And so just so you know, I'm not making this up. Here's an FAA employee I know confirms agency already lacks sufficient air traffic controllers. The so-called buyouts and other attacks on federal employees won't help. Remember that fact when the flight delays crashes, commence and Trumpers start falsely blaming DEI or Biden. Holy shit, this is a prophet. This happened on 1/29/25. This person wrote this because the next thing you know, first FAA administration quit on January 20th. Next thing you know, plane crashes. So you probably saw this one already. Helicopter crashes in to a commercial flight, kills 64 people. First aviation disaster like this we've had in 20 years? So I know what you're thinking. I bet it was gays. I know, right? It was the fucking gays. But don't you dare forget also the blacks. Blacks and gays crashing fucking planes. Now, some people say, hey, like everybody involved in this was white. Shut the fuck up, first off. But we're getting too ahead of ourselves. Another plane crashed. Yeah. New video shows plane crash in Pennsylvania. Look at this one dropping straight down like a fucking missile. Boom. Holy shit. That just crashed hardcore. I didn't even look at a fucking plane. How's that plane moving so fast? I guess because it's diving into the ground. Anyway, no survivors. So here's the craziest footage I saw of all this shit, y'all. This dude didn't play the lottery fucking immediately. Dude, old geezer, sitting there. Looks like he by himself. Maybe this is his wife. I don't know. I ain't judging. Next thing you know, debris from the plane crash flies through the diner, knocks his hat off his head. Look how lucky this guy is. Just sitting there. Oh, I didn't play yet. Sitting there. Next thing, boom, you see that shit? Knocked his fucking hat off his head. You almost died, motherfucker. Yeah, that's some fucking Final Destination shit there. Death's coming for you, but he missed. How did you live? Oh my God, played the lottery immediately. That's some butt puckering shit right there. Grandpa almost met Jesus. And then, another plane, I was the same one. Roosevelt Mall in Philadelphia, igniting nearby cars and homes in flames.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
What's up, Brian Kilmeade?
Ingram, and what a night we have already.
What a
night. This is a Fox News alert. Let's look together. An aircraft reportedly striking a mall, falling from the sky in Philadelphia.
That seems bad. Who could possibly be to blame for this? We already know. Gays and black folks. The gays and the black folks are blamed for the plane crashes. Yeah, even though, some haters are going to say, it was the whites. The whites did it. This is the Black Hawk crew chief identified. White as fuck. Turn out the lights. He glows in the dark. But they don't care. It don't matter. It don't fucking matter. First thing he did was try to blame trans people. Of course, trans people are to blame for all the ills of our society. I think we know that, right? A transgender Black Hawk helicopter pilot from the military wrote a long letter about gender dysphoria and depression one day before the fatal crash. What happened? It may have been another trans terror attack. Another trans terror attack, folks. So obviously it was a trans person who had dysphoria, and they're like, I'm killing everybody. So they flew their helicopter on purpose right into a commercial airliner. Fucking trans terror. It's always trans people commit terror attacks. We know this. It wasn't a trans woman. A Virginia pilot responds after she is falsely targeted over a Black Hawk crash. Joellis, a National Guard pilot who is transgender, was falsely identified as the captain of the crash. Military, they don't care. I saw this everywhere, folks. Everywhere was blaming trans people. Of course, what they always do. They don't give a shit if this is true or not. They know this is how they win elections. They took over. They took over our entire government. They killed our country by blaming everything on trans people. They're not going to stop now. It's working. The idiots in fucking America are falling for this shit. They're never going to not fall for it because they're the dumbest fucks alive, folks. But Musk got out there. Well, they deleted it. Anyway, he's like, oh my God, it's going to take a plane crash killing hundreds of people before we stop these DEI tactics. Blaming DEI. So if you guys don't even know what DEI is, okay, so diversity, equity, inclusion. So you guys know how there's been like hundreds of years of oppression against black folks, gays, trans folks, and also women's. So these companies, they were like, hey, we need more people to start applying for all our positions because we don't actually feel like we're getting the best candidates, right? Because a lot of people who would normally apply, black folks, women, minorities, for the reason they're not applying. So we don't have a big enough pool of employees to choose from to make sure we have the best people we can possibly have. So we want to reach out to other communities other than just a bunch of white guys, right? So make sure that we have as many applicants from as many different backgrounds as we can to make sure that from all the backgrounds and applicants, we can pick the best fucking people, right? And help mostly white women. White women are the number one beneficiary of DEI policies. And nope, trans people and DEI now is the new boogeyman. It's the new satanic panic. Got to blame fucking everything on. And they did. Of course, Trump right away blaming gays, blacks, Just full out racism. That's all this is, folks. I mean, I would say it's a dog whistle, but it's not anymore. They're just pretty much just that right out saying it. Anyway, had nothing to do with gays and black folks. And they don't want you to think about the white women, because the white women usually are part of the conversation of DEI. They want you to hear DEI and think blacks, gays, trans, minorities, and be afraid. But Donald Trump can't take responsibility for anything, even though he's fully responsible. The cis straight white airline pilot, cis straight white helicopter pilot, cis straight white air traffic controller, cis straight white FAA administrator, fired by cis straight white president and cis straight white billionaire. Here's Trump.
Third office, they put a big push to put diversity into the FAA's program. Then another article, the Federal Aviation Administration, this was before I got to office, recently, second term. The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Can you imagine? These are people that are, I mean, actually, their lives are shortened because of the stress that they have.
So weird. This fucking Oompa Loompa is in charge of everything. Just such a bizarre, dark comedy. Anyway, he can't take responsibility for anything. They told you your whole life. Don't blame other people for your problems. Take responsibility. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. They didn't mean a word of it. They don't actually believe anything they fucking say. You shouldn't even listen or talk to conservatives. Nothing good can be gained from it. Here he is once again. So then he got out there and he did an executive order blaming Joe Biden and DEI for the crashes, y'all. Basically, executive orders are the new royal decree. I doth decree it. I am not responsible for anything. It was Joe Biden and the gays. They did it. Don't hold me responsible for my actions.
Sir,
Thank you.
second for your signature, we have a presidential memorandum titled Immediate Assessment of Aviation Safety. In light of the damage done to aviation safety by the Biden administration's DEI and woke policies, what this presidential memorandum orders is for your Secretary of Transportation and FAA administrator, in this case acting FAA administrator, to basically ensure that we are actively undoing all of that damage, that we are assessing how much damage was done, and that we're ensuring that people...
So stupid. The whole fucking thing is so stupid. This country, god damn it. They made me hate the country, y'all. I can't help it. They say the left hates the country. Yep, I didn't. I literally didn't, but I fucking do now. How can you not hate this stupid shit? How can you not hate the people literally firing FAA administrators and making air traffic less safe and then blaming gays, blacks for it? How can you not? Any decent person would hate this. Any decent person. I know that a lot of you are not decent persons. So, of course, here's his press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, getting out there and using her bully pulpit to blame DEI.
I've answered on this subject. When you are flying on an airplane with your loved ones, which every one of us in this room has, do you pray that your plane lands safely and gets you to your destination, or do you pray that the pilot has a certain skin color? I think we all know the answer to that question, and as President Trump said yesterday, it's common sense. Rob,
yeah, why is she even bringing up skin color? It's so fucking weird, right? I never even think about the pilot's fucking skin color. Is there any proof that black folks, that gay folks crash planes at any higher rate than white folks? No, of course not. They're just doing anything they can to shirk their responsibility and blame the scary gays and blacks for everything. It's just, fuck this country. Fuck this country. Fuck it. They want to talk about merit, folks. Meritocracy, finally! We're only hiring people based on their merit. This is the guy that's running our military right now.
I'm going to get another refill. Hold on. I'm feeling good. You know, I'm just adding a little bit of extra.
The DUI hire.
Duncan Dad on New Year's
Weekend
Eve.
Fox News host now running our entire military. Definitely the most qualified person on the planet to do this, isn't it, folks? They'll literally shit in your mouth and tell you it's pumpkin pie. And fucking Trump supporters will believe them. Oh, my God, thank you for this pumpkin pie. Ooh, this is delicious pumpkin pie. Could you give me another slice of pumpkin pie, Donald? with their mouth open like fucking shit-eating birds. And it's just beyond parody, folks, beyond parody. So you got Donald Trump's son's wife, Laura Trump, literally was the RNC chair. Only got that job because she's married to Donald Trump's son. Nobody argues with that. No one disagrees. Everybody knows that's true. 100% only got that job because her father-in-law is Donald Trump. With no hint of irony, they will go on the largest cable news network in the world and say shit like this.
It's shocking he had to do it, but this shows you, Laura, where we are in the grand scheme of things in America to say that we ought to base hirings off of competence and merit. And that's it. And it's crazy that we even have to say that sort of thing. Right. But you look at the way that this sort of stuff has impacted our society, and obviously it's been a huge problem. Obviously it's negative. When you are hiring someone for any other reason, then you are doing a disservice to the public. And so we want the best people. We want the most competent people. And we should never be hiring anyone for any job other than the best person for that job. That should be the number one reason.
It's so stupid, it's boring, to be honest with you. I have trouble covering this stuff because it's so fucking stupid. Like, I'm bored to fucking tears at how dumb this is. Literally, this meme, famous meme, very popular, it has never been more apt than for this. When they say merit hire, they're 100% just talking about white folks, white or straight. Or men, usually they're talking about men. Even white women are excluded from this, folks. Only white straight men can rule us. Then they get on Fox News and they say shit like this. This is a White House press conference. This is real life.
If President Trump is telling us that air traffic control towers are staffed with unqualified controllers, these DEI hires who never should have been brought on, then it's not safe to fly commercially, is it?
The president was asked and answered this yesterday, and he believes that it is still...
There's so many gays and blacks that were hired. It's not even safe to fly anymore, is it? Just, nope, it's not. Stay at home. Don't fucking leave the house and be afraid. Hey, the gays gonna get you if you leave your house. The blacks, so scary. The blacks gonna get you. You better hide under your fucking bed. Pussy ass whites. And folks, I don't even know what to say about this. Is how crazy the universe has gotten right now. Boogery Nick Fuentes got on his podcast and started fucking telling the truth. Don't believe me? Listen to this shit. You're not gonna believe your own fucking ears.
All of the culture war propaganda, it's bait. It's all fake. You know, I'm watching videos by Daniel Schmidt and John Doyle. I'm watching videos by young white guys who think that our country is being run by black bureaucrats. Young white radicals who have been screwed out of a future. Their future has been mortgaged. They have been sold into debt slavery. There is no hope. You are a minority in your country. This is a country financed by debt. No one is deflating this global debt bubble. We are all going to pay the cost. And they have been tricked by billionaires into taking out their anger at black people. And it is true that black people are responsible for the criminality. It is true that Hispanics make up the bulk of the illegal immigrants, but they are not the planners and the managers of our society. And yet, young white radicals, all of their righteous indignation and anger is being channeled and directed at Democrats, is being directed at bureaucrats in the federal government. Everything is being channeled as an attack against DEI, as an attack against some such policy like that. Don't look at the billionaires that are funding this. Don't look too closely at Musk and Thiel and Andreessen and Adelson. Don't look at those people. It's the black and brown bodies in the Department of Education. They're the problem.
What the fuck is going on? What timeline is this? I don't even understand, y'all. Holy God fucking damn. Anyway, hard to surprise me anymore, but yikes. And Trump trying to bully the few air traffic controllers on the left. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? It's like they want fucking planes to crash, because if they do, they know that will be held responsible. They know they'll just blame gays and trans and black people, and they'll get away with it because our country is a white supremacist fucking hellhole now. So it's almost like they want them. So Trump emails air traffic controllers to quit their jobs en masse. Yeah, that seems great. Like, that's a great idea, isn't it? Quit your jobs en masse, air traffic controllers. Who needs them? What good are they? And then another week of idiocy from the Trump administration. Tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China begin tomorrow. Remember, first he was like, China is our great enemy. We're going to have 25, 50%, 100% tariffs on China. And then the next thing you know, he got a 10% tariff on China and 25% on Mexico and Canada, our closest allies, our friends, our neighbors, our biggest trading partners. Suddenly 10% on China, the great Satan. And 25 on our closest fucking friends, because nothing makes any sense anymore. He's like, oh, fentanyl. It's because of fentanyl. It has nothing to do with fucking fentanyl. Very little of the fentanyl comes from fucking Canada. In fact, we send way more criminals across the border and illegal aliens to Canada than they send to fucking us. It has nothing to do with any of this shit. He's just trying to act like he's doing something. He's trying to make a problem, and then he's going to pretend like he's solved the problem. But he's also trying to distract us from all the other fucking bullshit that's going on, like Elon Musk taking over our government with his army of child hackers. We're getting into that a little bit later. But believe me, it's going to happen, folks. So then the stock market started tanking. Other countries like Mexico and Canada were like, oh, fuck this shit. We're going to retaliate. Trump didn't care, though. Hey, liberals, raises prices. Are you old, liberals? Are you so old? I mean, yeah, the vast majority of poor people are conservative. The vast majority of all the poor states are incredibly conservative, like the one I live in, and all these policies hurt the poor, and ultimately conservatives more than anybody else. But are you old, liberals? We're so old. Oh my God, you better stop owning me, Trump. Raising all the prices for the poor peoples. And even the Wall Street Journal, which leans right, it's a right-wing rag, called it the dumbest trade war in history. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem to make any sense what he wants. His whole claim of wanting fentanyl reduced from Canada doesn't make any fucking sense. He claims that he's worried about the trade deficit. We pay hundreds of billions of dollars to subsidize Canada. Why? You don't. There is no reason, because it's not happening. We don't need anything they have. So this is the crazy part. So there is a slight trade imbalance between the United States and Canada, but 100% of it is caused by the fact that we buy so much of their energy, because we're America, baby. We use tons of fucking energy, and Canada provides us more foreign energy than any other country in the world. If it wasn't for us buying all their energy, our trade balance would be directly even. So instead of, just not buying their fucking energy, we're going to punish you because we can't stop buying your energy. Because we're addicted to your energy, we're going to punish you for it. Literally, this is like if you went and got Domino's pizza every goddamn day. Every day you went to Domino's Pizza and got a pizza. And you were so mad at how much money you're spending at Domino's Pizza. So instead of stopping, you go in there and you punch the manager. That's basically what it's about, folks. We don't need anything they have. Then why don't we keep buying all their energy? We have unlimited energy. We don't. We keep buying them. That's what the whole trade imbalance is about. Should make our own cars, do it, and have more lumber than we could ever use. We buy tons of lumber for them. Without this massive subsidy, Canada ceases to exist as a viable country. They'll be fine. Harsh, but true. Anyway, Canada buys more from the United States than any other country does. If the energy sector, oil, natural gas, and electricity, is not included in calculations, the U.S. has had trade surplus with Canada for the last 16 years straight. So I guess Trump just wants them to give us energy for free? Steal their oil, I guess? That's what he really fucking wants? Because nothing else makes any sense. And then, such pieces of shit in this country, folks. The worst among us has risen to the fucking top. Matt Gaetz, Canada won't win a trade war against the U.S. We can live without your sorry excuse for bacon. Imagine starting a fight with fucking Canada. The nicest motherfuckers on the planet. All they want to do is trade with us, be our friends. Just imagine what a giant sack of shit you'd have to be. This is America now, folks. This is who we are now. And I actually agree with giant sack of crap Brian Krasenstein. What is sad, what a sad way to treat our closest allies. Canada lost over 100 lives helping us in Afghanistan after 9/11 and has spent over $20 billion on that mission. You guys, they don't give a shit. They want to be cruel. They want to be mean. They want to be assholes to anybody, even our closest allies. They want to make us pariahs to the fucking world. J.D. Vance, our vice president, y'all, went public and said, spare me the sob story about how Canada is our best friend. I love Canada and have many Canadian friends. But is the government meeting their NATO target for the military spending? Are they stopping the flow of fentanyl? They literally gave hundreds of fucking lives for us. Our vice president gonna shit on our closest fucking allies for no fucking reason. Ain't got shit to say about Russia. Ain't got shit to say about North Korea. Go shit on fucking Canada, y'all. Got to collapse. We have to collapse, folks. We're too dumb. Trump surrogate Byron Donald says higher prices are worth it to punish Canada. Yay! Think of how owned Canada will be when we pay 25% more for their products, which is passed along to us, the American consumer. Oh my God. Own us, Big Daddy. We're so stupid, y'all. And Tim Pool trolling. So this is what they do, folks. So they hide behind, we're just trolling. Stupid libtards can't take a fucking joke. But they say stuff trollingly, but also stuff that tons of conservatives are actually saying for the real. So Tim Pool will claim he's trolling here, but he's saying what lots of other conservatives are really saying that they believe in what to happen. And then they hide behind, it's just jokes, bro. It's the same way that Nazis hide behind, oh my God, Elon was just doing my heart goes out to you. Oh my God, it's just an okay sign. They hide behind this shit. Bald Tim Pool. After we destroy the Canadian economy, their will to resist will erode. We will then march in unopposed and deliver Canada to its rightful place as a territory of the U.S. with no political representation. But this is an idea that's been floated by a lot of conservatives. They want to take over Canada, but Canada's left wing, so they don't want them to fucking vote because they know we'll have a harder time getting, Republicans elected. So they just want to absorb them and make them a vassal state without any rights whatsoever. Taxation without representation. This is exactly how America was formed to begin with. But these fucking traitors don't give a shit. They don't care about America. They don't care about what we are founded under anymore. They just want to be garbage. They want to feel superior to somebody. Whip their fucking dick out, rub it on people's faces, and pretend like that makes them superior. Might makes right to these fucking losers. Jack Millidan, right-wing shitbag. Had Canada been treating us fairly, this would never have happened. So buckle up, Canada. You're taking on Goliath. Oh, no, not Goliath. Wait a minute. How did that story end? I don't know. Who won? You got killed. Goliath got killed, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Got his head cut off. Just good God, would you Christians please open the Bible and read it just fucking once? Just beyond parody with this stupid goddamn bull fucking shit. Come on now. And basically it's this mean. Canada, I'm literally the best neighbor one could possibly hope for. I just want to be friends and trade stuff. I fucking hate you and I hope you die, say conservatives. I don't understand. It's like me hating Melvin. Melvin came over yesterday, brought me a fucking pizza out of the blue, knocked on the door, handed me a Domino's goddamn large pepperoni pizza. Be like me fucking hating it. What's wrong with this goddamn country? Anyway, sad to be even associated with these people anymore. And this is how ridiculous they are, beyond parody they are. Here's the Hodge twins. The meathead token brothers. Back in 2022, really worried about inflation, y'all. For real. They're very consistent in their beliefs. Real worried about inflation. They're like, I guess it's okay to laugh about record high inflation and record high prices that are destroying people's lives. They hate us and they don't care. That's right, Joe Biden hates us. Laughing about inflation. It's destroying lives, this inflation. People can't even afford to eat, y'all. And the Democrats and Joe Biden don't care. So now Trump's in office, placing tariffs on our number one trading partner is going to excel our prices, jack everything up, inflation through the fucking roof. Now they're like, Democrats think we care about prices going up from tariffs? Bitch, we voted for Trump to deport 10 million illegal aliens, destroying the system. Yeah, suddenly, inflation's no big deal. Inflation's patriotic, y'all, now. I'm starting to think maybe you guys you hate us. You don't care because you don't care about the inflation destroying people's lives. Oh, my God. This is why you don't talk to conservatives. They don't argue in good faith. Whatever they said yesterday has no bearing on what they'll say today. The only thing to say to a conservative is, why hasn't Donald Trump released the Epstein files yet? That's the only thing to ever say to them. Meanwhile, over there in Canada, so Donald Trump is already chickened out of the tariffs. Stock market started to go down. Wall Street Journal started shitting on him. Even other people in the business world questioning whether he was actually pro-business. So he blinked. He backed down. But the damage is already fucking done. Because now we're becoming a pariah state around the fucking world. Canada now, for no fucking reason, we pissed off our closest trading partner. Even though he stopped the tariffs, it's not going to undo this. They've taken American liquor off the fucking shelves. Put up signs that say, buy Canadian everywhere, folks. Even if he doesn't do the tariffs, it's not going to stop them from boycotting us. It's not going to stop it from costing American jobs. The damage has already fucking been done. This goddamn incompetent goof. Canada, Mexico, and China are saying buy anything but the U.S. They're going to make a trade block where they can get around us to make sure that we don't have any fucking power with them anymore. We've destroyed our goodwill. We're going to become isolated. And we fucking deserve it. And then after a little bit of border theater, Trump backed down, folks. I just spoke with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico. And he's like, she agreed to send 10,000 Mexican soldiers to the border. I mean, she literally agreed to do that under Joe Biden. He'd have to threaten her or nothing. Donald Trump could have just asked her, hey, would you take this fentanyl thing more seriously? Could you just send some more troops to the fucking border so I can have like a policy win? I can look good at my people and say, hey, I got you to negotiate. He wouldn't even have to threaten with anything. Could have got her to do it. But instead, he is backing down, and he's using this as a win. See? I owe them. No, you didn't. You fucking backed down like the fucking pussy-ass bitch you are. You got fucking nothing. You got nothing. Got exactly the same Biden already fucking got. And also, as a concession, you had to agree to stop sending weapons to the cartels. Yeah, the cartels in Mexico, the ones that's so evil, the ones that we're going to have to go attack, they get most of their guns from America because we have so many loopholes that allow them just to buy any weapon they want and ship them over there. And of course, guns are the religion of America, and guns we trust. And so we can't slow the tide of guns to the cartels. We can't have any kind of sensible gun regulations, even if they're going to the cartels, who we claim are the most evil thing on the fucking planet. So Trump's going to do it, though, folks, apparently. He has conceded to limit weapon sales to the cartels. That's what she got out of it. So she got a way, way better deal than he did. Because the 10,000 troop things, first off, no one's counting how many troops she sends down there. She's literally just saying that. No one's going to pay attention. Donald Trump's going to have no idea. He doesn't give a shit. He just wants to be able to say that they're doing it. Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala deployed troops to lower migration. April 12, 2021. According to the White House press secretary, Mexico will maintain a deployment of about 10,000 troops. Yes, they already did that. This is nothing. This is their starting position. Then he voted on Canada. Canada was like, we're going to have so many retaliatory tariffs on you guys, 25% on everything, and we're going to specifically target red states, motherfuckers. Fuck around and find out. And Trump was like, I don't want to fuck around and find out. So basically, what he got out of the deal is the same exact thing they already agreed to do under Joe Biden in December. Exactly the fucking same shit, y'all. He got nothing. Here's CNN exposing it.
Now we've just gotten this announcement from Trudeau himself, who I should note got out ahead of the White House in this. He said he had a good call with Trump. He said that Canada is going to be implementing a $1.3 billion border plan where they talk about reinforcing the border. I should note that's actually something that Trudeau announced and Canada announced back in December, about mid-December. But also in this announcement, Jake, he says that they are going to have frontline personnel working and protecting the border.
What an amazing, oh my God, art of the deal, y'all. Such an amazing negotiator Trump is. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. Even though he's not doing the tariffs, and even though Canada's not doing the retaliatory tariffs against us, they've already started boycotting us. Canadians work quick. Some stores are already putting up signs to make sure the customers don't buy any American products. And yes, this is going to hurt our country. It's going to hurt our economy. Another brilliant win by Donald fucking Trump. Piss off our allies. Make them buy less from us. Good job, America. Are we great yet? Somebody let me know. And this pretty much sums it up, except for it's not Donald Trump peeing on himself. It's Donald Trump peeing into the fan and blowing all over the rest of us. Donald Trump's going to be fine. He's got $20 billion from his scam coin where other governments bribe him all day long, right? He about to buy TikTok for himself pretty much, so he's going to be fine. But all of us got to drink his fucking piss. And good, we should. We deserve this. We earned it. This country fucking earned it. Deserve whatever the fuck we get at this point for this stupidity, y'all. And then, hey, I'm not sure. I'm not like a historian or anything, but here's Trump bragging about starting a 30,000 person detention center at Gitmo, you know, the place we used to torture Iraqis at. Is this bad?
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it.
I know about it.
We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them.
So literally there are not 30,000 super violent illegal aliens that they're going to round up and put there, folks. 0% chance that's happening. So why are they opening a concentration camp in Cuba? Well, last week I showed you that Donald Trump said he's thinking about deporting American citizens. The worst of us, the biggest criminals, sending us to other countries to be detained. And it's clear what's happening here, folks. Now, whether he's going to pull this off, whether somebody will fight back, whether the American people will stand up to it or not remains to be seen, but it's pretty clear what's happening here. He's setting up concentration camps to send his political enemies to. And I'm just saying, folks, like, I ain't super scared yet. But the first Americans he rounds up, this channel's gone. I'm not going to fucking take the chance, y'all. I'm going to the ground. I might have to leave the fucking country. Once again, I'm not trying to overreact. Hopefully this is not going to happen, but it's definitely on my radar. It should be on everybody's radar. There's some crazy-ass dark shit that's happening. And you ever notice that ICE rounding up CEOs never happens? CEOs who are illegally exploiting undocumented workers, that never happens. They only pick on the poor, undocumented. If they actually charge these rich-ass CEOs with crimes, if they actually enforce the laws, they wouldn't be hiring these people. Without jobs, they wouldn't be staying around here, because who's going to live in America without fucking money? You can't. But no, it's never about that, folks. It's never about punishing the actual people who are responsible. Punish the people that don't have any fucking power, of course. And then, folks, remember Donald Trump bragging about open up the water spouts. down in California. He did it, y'all. They were hoarding all that fucking water in California, and Donald Trump went down there and he opened up the spouts. Well, it turned out they had some water that was being saved for farmers for the dry season. Donald Trump basically poured it out in the ocean as some kind of photo op, political stunt, to claim that he opened up the water to go to California, but there's no way for the water where he opened up to actually get to the parts that it needs to be. There's no way for it to get to L.A. It'd have to be pumped miles and miles and miles. There's no pumping to do that. So it basically got wasted and dumped into the fucking ocean. So good luck during the dry season, farmers. The water released from the 2 California reservoirs will likely go to waste, not help Los Angeles, with firefighting experts say. Yep. Genius shit happening here, folks. Meritocracy. We have the greatest minds fucking ruling us right now. Then Trump moves to cancel recent union agreements with federal workers. Yeah, fuck you, federal workers. I dare you want livable wages. Eat your cat food and die. And then apparently he's starting a sovereign wealth fund, which is only done in countries that actually have a surplus, not a $23 trillion deficit. But anyway, he's like wanting to buy TikTok with the American government. So it could be another propaganda arm of the Trump administration. You know what's going to happen? He's going to run it himself. He's going to put Elon in charge of it. And Elon's going to run it exactly like he runs Twitter, which is specifically set up to amplify conservative voices while silencing left-wing voices. Just another social media propaganda site. So they got Facebook, they got Twitter, they got Google, YouTube, and now they're going to fucking have TikTok, y'all. 100% information control. 100% propaganda at all times. No outlets. No space for left-wing messages. Gonna rule us for fucking ever, y'all. And there's no silver lining. They are going to do this. They are going to do it. It is going to happen. We're not going to stop it. Here's Trump telling you about himself.
Countries have sovereign wealth funds, and they're much smaller countries, and they're not the United States. We have
yes, because we have a deficit. We are in debt, trillions of dollars. You don't have a sovereign wealth fund if you're in debt, trillions of dollars. But go ahead. Sovereign
wealth funds, and they're much smaller countries, and they're not the United States. We have tremendous potential in this country, tremendous. You're seeing that, what's happened just in a short period of time. And as an example, TikTok, we're going to be doing something perhaps with TikTok, and perhaps not. If we make the right deal, we'll do it. Otherwise, we won't. But I have the right to do that, and we might put that in the sovereign wealth fund, whatever we make, or if we do a partnership with very wealthy people.
Saudi Arabia, that's what he's going to do. They're going to put Saudi Arabia and Elon Musk in charge of it, just like they do X, folks. Yay, free speech, Saudi Arabia.
A lot of options, but we could put that as an example in the fund, and we have a lot of other things that we could put in the fund. And I think in a short period of time, we'd have one of the biggest funds. And
so no more pro-Palestinian messages, no more freedom of speech, just 24/7 right-wing propaganda. That's where we're at right now, folks. And then he sent Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to halt work of banking anti-scam agency rules. Remember when we had all the banks collapse and the taxpayers had to bail them out? Billions and trillions of dollars to the fucking corrupt bankers who gambled our money away, lost it, and then we had to bail them out while they got fucking rich. Remember, they put just a few rules in place to try to make it not happen again. It wasn't even stringent rules. Just a few here and there. Just the least they could possibly do to make sure it didn't happen again. Well, Trump is removing all of those rules to make sure it happens again. To make sure they can inflate the goddamn bubble again and we have to bail them out again, folks. Socialism for the rich. More transfer of the wealth to the wealthy. In an email to agency staff, Bassett ordered the Bureau to cease all work to craft regulations, enforce rules, conduct investigations, or provide public communication of any type citing a need to promote consistency. Grim times. All right, what is next? Oh, because then he fired the head of the Consumer Protection Agency. What do we need a protection agency for? Consumers don't need protection. Businesses should be able to do whatever they fucking want to and get away with it, right? The director of Consumer Financial Protection's Bureau was fired on Saturday, prematurely ending a 5-year term that was scheduled to run through late 2026. With so much power concentrated in the hands of a few, agencies like the CFPB have never been more critical, and that's when you get fired. Dictator Trump doesn't want any oversight. Criminals just want to rob with impunity, with no one to be able to stand up against them. And then the CDC instructed its scientists to retract or pause the publication of any research manuscript being considered by any medical or scientific journal. The move aims to ensure no forbidden terms. Yay, freedom. We have forbidden terms in this country now. Appear in the work. Hey, what are these vile, hideous, insidious, hidden, forbidden terms? Oh, gender, of course. Transgender, can't have that. Pregnant person, oh no. Pregnant people, LGBT, transsexual, non-binary, assigned male at birth, assigned female at birth, biological male, biological female. That's right. No more science papers until we get rid of these forbidden words, America. We are a very serious country. And then, back when Trump was fucking president the first time, Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, billionaire who bought her position. Back then, I guess DEI was okay back then. They were still not using it as their boogeyman, their scapegoat. So they recommended that dozens of people attend diversity training. And now they're all fired, folks. Ha ha, you did it. You did it. You believed us. You did what we told you to do. So now we're punishing you. Dozens of employees who attended a diversity training course that former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos encouraged during President Trump's first administration have been placed on paid leave as part of Trump's targeting of DEI programs, because nothing makes sense anymore, folks. Just so goddamn stupid. And then, hey, how can it get any worse? Oh, the USDA ordered to scrub climate change from all its sites. Oh, that's good. Who needs to worry about climate change anymore? We're just going to rush headlong into it. Pollute the earth even fucking more. Who gives a shit? Let it all burn, baby. And then he started purging all the websites. Yeah, Donald Trump's data purge has begun. Key resources for environmental data and public health have already been taken down from federal websites, and more could soon vanish as the Trump administration works to scrap anything that has to do with climate change, racial equity, and gender identity. Yeah, remember memory holding the whole thing, folks. Who needs to understand the differences in gender or equality for the races or climate change? None of that's important. Delete that shit. Nobody needs to know about it. What page of 1984 are we on now? Well, let's turn the page. SEC now needs permission to launch investigations. Oh, goody. The criminals don't want anybody investigating them. What the fuck? Crazy cats. Lawyers at the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, have been told they need to seek permission from the politically appointed leadership before formally launching probes, two sources briefed on the matter said. In a marked change in procedure that could slow down investigations, the change, which has not been previously reported, was made under the new leadership at the SEC. Yeah, hell yeah, criminals. It's criminal Christmas, y'all. Not even allowed to investigate. And now Trump is saying they don't have to follow court orders anymore. They're above the law, baby. DOJ says Trump administration doesn't have to follow court order halting funding freeze. We do what we want, baby. Hey, who's going to stop us? We don't have to listen to judges anymore. We are the law now. The Supreme Court already said we can do anything. So fuck the court system. There are no checks and balances anymore. We have a dictator now, and nobody's going to stop this man. Nobody. And if you try, this is what happens. This is like the mob. Oh, you going to come after me? Well, I'm going to take out your whole family. If you try to do the right thing, you try to come after us, we're going to make an example out of you. let you know that if anybody tries to come after us, then you're the ones that get fucked. Trump demands names of thousands of FBI agents. The Trump administration forced out a number of FBI officials Friday, removing agents who worked on the criminal cases into President Trump, as well as the heads of various field offices. That's right. Don't try to stop crime. Don't try to hold anybody responsible. If you do that, you get punished. The good guys get punished. The criminals fucking win. This is America, folks. And on that note, the Justice Department fires dozens of January 6 prosecutors. I dare you go after the traitors who try to overthrow democracy. I dare you prosecute the people that beat policemen with American flags. Just let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. Know your place. And I do. I know our place. They're sending a message loud and clear, folks. They won. They roll us. Rubbing their dicks all over our face. And I guess now they're going to eliminate OSHA. You know, OSHA, the ones that keeps your employer from putting you in harm's way, putting you in dangerous situations that'll get you killed. Basic safety regulations so you feel safe and secure at work. Who needs that, baby? They got to get rid of that. Even MAGA supporters now are starting to second guess this one. There's plenty of government agencies that need to go. OSHA isn't one of them. I understand the memes and hatred of OSHA, but it is undeniable that their regulations and recommendations have saved lives. They don't give a shit. When you die at work, they will blame gays. They will blame DEI. They will blame blacks. And you guys will eat it the fuck up. And you guys will continue to vote for them. And no lessons will be learned. So fuck you all. You're too stupid to live, so shut the fuck up and die. That's all I can say. Shut up and die, Trump supporters. As someone who is construction adjacent, what the fuck? This is on the conservative Donald Trump subreddit. Fuck all y'all. No one needs to hear from you anymore. You've lost your privileges to speak. And then the Pentagon has informed its resident press corps that NBC, New York Times, NPR, and Politico will rotate out of the building to give space to the New York Post, right-wing rag, Breitbart, right-wing wag, OANN, right-wing rag, and HuffPost, the only one that's not a right-wing wag. Anyway, so press corps, where the press secretary talks, they're going to start getting rid of anybody that they think is going to ask tough questions and replace them with sycophants to ask softball questions. So the propaganda machine can churn on. This is how it works, folks. They don't want tough questions. They just want you to fluff Trump's nuts. How was Donald Trump such a great president? Oh, that's such a good question. I'm glad you asked. That kind of shit. That's what's happening. Freedom of the press dying rapidly. And this is just the start of it. They're going to eventually replace all of them. They're just floating this out there. This is just the very beginning. Tip of the iceberg. And, right on the White House press briefing, folks, they're now doing commercials for right-wing podcasts. This is how corrupt, ridiculous, stupid this country has gotten.
After announcing our briefing room changes on Wednesday, this White House has received more than 10,000 submissions from individuals across the country who are eager to join all of you. We might have to make this room a little bit bigger to do that, who want to participate in our new media seat at a future briefing. So in this seat today, we have the Ruthless podcast. They humbly started by entertaining small audiences on Capitol Hill, but after 4 years, this program has become one of the most influential podcasts in America.
And this is why we can't compete, folks. The left-wing niche is already so small, but the right wing just have such information dominance. Even on the White House floor, the White House press secretary, using her time to shout out right-wing podcasts. They already rule everything. There's no way to compete. It's just crazy how dead the left is, y'all. And then the corruption right out in the open. They're not trying to hide it because they don't have to, because nobody's going to hold them accountable. So this is Kash Patel. He's the one that's going to be running our FBI, y'all. He's going to be running our FBI. Donald Trump just gifted him $800,000 worth of stock. Our president just gifted right out in the open The person that's going to be running the FBI, $800,000, just a bribe right in the open to the FBI. No one gives a shit. No one reporting on it. It's just another fucking Monday. And then they don't have to hide their bribes anymore, folks. This world falling all over themselves to give Donald Trump money every chance they get. So if you want to right out the open give Donald Trump a bribe, all you have to do is like, hey, just sue me. Just sue me and I'll settle. And then it's basically like money laundering. The money's fucking clean. We did it all out in the fucking open. You got this money free and clear. You don't even have to wash the money. It's already fucking clean. And so, yes, Meta, which is a private company, has the right to ban anybody they want to from their social media platform, would have easily won the lawsuit against Donald Trump, caved and gave him $25 million because they wanted to give him a bribe. This is all this fucking is, folks, right out in the goddamn open. And this has been repeated by, we saw what, CNN did the same thing, was it? Or was it MSNBC? The easiest fucking way to bribe this motherfucker, just so crazy. And then fucking poodlehead, shitbird, Zuckerberg ordered his staff to embrace Trump partnership. Get fucked, Zuckerberg. In a wide-ranging question and answer session with Meta employee on Thursday, Mark Zuckerberg, the company's chief executive, defended recent changes he had made to loosening restrictions on online speech and ending diversity initiatives, and doubled down on embracing President Trump's new administration. I want to be clear. After the last several years, we now have an opportunity to have a productive partnership with the United States government. He means no regulations, no oversight. Mr. Zuckerberg said, according to a recording of the meeting shared with the New York Times, we're going to take that. Yeah, I bet you are. I bet you're going to bribe the president in order to be part of the oligarchy, the techno-feudalism that's going to fucking rule us all. No shit. You're going to be a part of that. And more oligarchy ruling us, folks. This woman, who only became famous because she had an affair with Elon Musk, and she's a billionaire because her husband was rich as shit, who left her after she had an affair with Elon Musk. Now she's threatening to use her billions of dollars to unseat anybody who votes against RFK Jr. And this is how the oligarchy rules us, folks. I dare you vote how I don't want you to. I have so much money, and money is power. I'll make sure you lose your fucking job. I'll spend every penny I have if you don't do what the fuck I say. And they will, folks. They'll cave. This guy who has no business being even a fucking dog walker, going to be in charge of our health. This guy who was an intravenous drug user for 17 fucking years. This guy who's got brain worms. This guy who has no medical background, what the fuck soever, going to be in charge of our health in America. Because of course he is. Because the oligarchs have deemed it so. And then I guess they're going to abolish the Department of Education. Sure, why not? Lump this on. Representative Thomas Massey announces that he has reintroduced H.R. 899, a bill to abolish the Federal Department of Education so they can keep us all stupid. So they continue to leech every dime they can off the idiot fucking populace. Keep us dumbed down so we continuously vote against our own best interest. And we will, folks. We will. They'll rule us forever. A boot stepping on your throat forever. That is the future of America. And these are the type of people they're encouraging, folks. The worst among us. Look at this fucking shallow end of the gene pool. Complete fucking loser. Has literally nothing going for himself. Feels like goddamn dog shit about himself for good reason because he is dog shit. So what does he do? He has to find some way to make himself feel superior to others. Some way to assert some kind of authority or dominance over another person in order to give his life a little worth, a little meaning. So he pretends to be a cop, goes harasses these two migrants, but I assume they were legal because the cops came and found they did nothing wrong. Pretend to be a cop, and this is what happened. fuck is it? Is that on the video? God damn it. Where the fuck's the video at, motherfucker? Son of a goddamn bitch. And I'm about to search for it. What is his name? What is his name? Shawn Michael. All right. I'm going to find this right quick. I thought that was the video, but it's a fucking picture. They swerved me. Don't you fucking swerve me. I swerve you, motherfuckers. All right, here we go.
To show you was later brought to their attention and has now prompted a criminal investigation into the caller. Now, we do want to show you part of that video in just a moment, but a warning to you, you may find it disturbing.
You got caught, Mo. Where you from? Mexico? You from Mexico? You're going back to Mexico.
Parky.
No, you cannot drive, bro. You have not a license. You have no license. We're going back. We got the cops coming, bro. If you don't got a driver's license, you can't drive a vehicle. You know that, right? You know, if you don't have a license, you cannot drive a car in the United States. No, it's over. It's over. Hey, Al Chapo.
Ya valí madre, no sé, güey. Dice que la migra. Aquí en la Atlantic 20.
Don't be speaking that pig Latin in my country, bro. Be speaking that pig Latin here. This is America. We speak English in America.
Ya me quitó la llave, me quitó todo, güey.
We speak English. Habla English? No.
Ahorita digo el patrón. Dile.
Are you mad? You mad. You upset. This is my job. This is my truck. I own this country. No. They coming. The cops are coming. He doesn't even have a license. He doesn't have a license. I got his key. I got his key.
Now, this video can. Now, police say this video that we're about to show you was later brought to their attention.
Such a fucking piece of shit, y'all. But that's what's been encouraged by Donald Trump. These people feel like they now have the right to be the worst versions of themselves they can be. Harass people out in fucking public. And yes, he was charged with kidnapping and impersonating police after detaining a Hispanic man. Good. Making examples out of all these motherfuckers. But don't worry, Donald Trump will probably pardon him. And then Dookie Shoot, Mark Robinson, and prepare to be shocked. He dropped his lawsuit against CNN. I told you guys this was going to happen. I told you there was a 0% chance. So remember, CNN found some posts that he made years back on a forum talking about having sex with his sister-in-law and having anal sex with her and pissing all over her and loving Hitler and all this fucking bullshit. And they posted it. And so he had to save face and pretend like they were lying. So he had to sue them. I'm going to sue these motherfuckers. That's the only way I can clear my name. So yeah, he removed his lawsuit because they were telling the truth. He was about to get fucked up in a court of law. So he pulled it. And of course, he played the victim. I'm only pulling it because my family has already been through so much. But nope. You did it. If not, you would have sued them. You would have took that fucking payday. Fucking shady ass losers. And all right, folks, that is my Chud Watch for tonight. We got a big Elon section coming up. Got more show. We're only halfway done, so don't fucking go anywhere. But squatting and ping, yes, Duke Shoot. He got that name, honestly. Anyway, that was a pretty depressing Chud Watch tonight, I must say. It seems bad, America. It seems like it's getting pretty bad out there to me. I'm no expert, but yikes. And hey, folks, I have a Patron. You know what a Patron is? It's like a place you go and shut up, Dusty. You tip me money, basically. Yeah, you tip a couple dollars a month. You're like, hey, Dusty, I like your show. I like the cut of your jib. I'm going to chip in $5 a month or $10 or $20 or $1 million, whatever you got. If you're rich, help me out. I can use it. And it's not for nothing, but you know what you get in return? Love. You get love. And you also get the good feeling in your heart that you've helped out the world's greatest show and helped me feed my cat so I don't have to go work at Walmart and end the show. But most importantly, you get access to all the after parties. And tonight's after party, we're going to look at some other stuff, but starts here and goes down to here. And the after party is like another section I do after the show, only for the patrons and for my dust buddies. It's literally the best part of the whole show. The rest is just bullshit. So if you like what I do, please consider helping me out. I desperately need the help at the moment. So please support the art you enjoy so it doesn't disappear. And thank you in advance. And all right, let's read the super chats. Man, I wish I was independently wealthy. That'd be so fucking cool. God damn it. What are you, my fucking daddy? Daddy! Anyway, Rebecca! Let me show Rebecca. Looking forward to catching up with you Monday on Tuesday. Wishing you and the greatest community a good night. Hey, good night to you, Rebecca. As always, thank you for your generosity. You rock. And one gift, Rebecca. Fuck yeah, if you got that gift. Give her credit and show up at tonight's after party. Check the membership section of YouTube for your link. And Alvy Evans upgraded to PTL Heroes. That's the way to do it. That's the upper echelon of the superheroes, known as the Dust Buddies. And thank you, Ivy. As usual, you rock. Appreciate you. Otto. Hey, Dusty. Hey, Otto. Glad to see you back tonight. Yeah, it's good to see you're back after seeing your front. I get it. I hope my donation helps. It does. Again, your shows are the best live. I know. Thank you for your honesty and your generosity, Otto. Love you. Bob Hulk. 799 Australia. What's up, future motherfucker? Paying for pre-show magic hair powder. Hell yeah, thank you. Fuck yeah, I'm powdered up. I didn't use salt this time. I didn't use salt. Appreciate you, Bob. Jason Ashby. 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets. 3 tickets, and if you got one, give Jason your love. I appreciate you, Jason. You rock. Victor Van, $20. Told my friend Trump would be a dictator, but it turns out Elon is now king of doom. Yeah, we got 2 dicks vying for dictator. I wish they just kill each other already. Thank you, Venture Van. Little Furrow, $2. Sorry, I'm broken, man. Hey, it all adds up. Thank you, Little Furrow. Corgis can fly, $2. Love you, Corgis. Appreciate you. Dogo Duck, $10. Now it's 10 quid an hour. Fuck yeah, it took me a pound town. I love you, Doggo Duck. Katie Morgan, $5. Thanks for all your hard work. My gardener's help was taken by ICE last week. Fucking Melvin told me they took my neighbors. I hope that's not true. I hadn't seen them over there. But they was the one. I thought they owned the Mexican restaurant. Maybe they just worked there, but I guess they went to the Mexican restaurant and they fucking deported a bunch of them, and that just makes me so mad. They literally were so nice. They weren't bothering anybody. They did so much work on this Mexican restaurant over here. They renovated the whole fucking thing. They must have put $200,000 in that goddamn restaurant. One of the best places to hang out in this fucking town. Good food, nice people, ain't fucking bothering nobody. Just fuck conservatives, y'all. Fuck these fucking fascists. ACAB, Hail Satan, Jeremiah Hess, appreciate you. Good to see you tonight, and that's very generous. Love you, Jeremiah. Hope you're doing well. And Swaggering Cat, gonna make me read you sexy. Was all way last week. Please accept this offering of atonement. The Pharaohs send their regards. Oh yeah, as always, scritches to the Pharaohs. And thank you, Swaggering Cat. Always super generous to the show. Super genius, too. I'm sure. Haven't met you, but you give off that vibe. Vengeance, AB, $20. They must think we're stupid. We know you're stupid, baby. It's my conservation co-worker. After all the planes crashed, he fancies himself a truth errand. I held my laugh. I don't get it. Is he based, or does he think, is he saying the deep state thinks we're stupid? Because I know they're stupid. I know all Trump supporters are stupid. You have to be fucking beyond the pale dumb to vote for that bullshit. And thank you, Vincenze. Sarah JC found out finding the dark humor in this depressing ass trash world is good for the soul, Dusty. I'm trying to laugh to keep from fucking crying, but man, it adds up. It gets to you after a while, you know. It really is. I know my job's easy and I ain't fucking complaining about it. I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys, but shit, just sitting around reading this stuff all day long, and like I'm only sharing some of the stuff I read with you guys, you know. This is only like 5% of the stuff I read since the last show, so it really it gets to you after a while. But hanging out with you guys makes it a lot better, and I thank you for supporting it. Thank you, Sarah. Vern G, love your work, Dusty. Keep up the good fight. Fuck yeah, I love your money, Vern G. So appreciate you. New Zealand, $20. Brenda Cuvée, cool name. Hope this helped. It does, Brenda. It helps a lot. And you're amazing and beautiful. Jenny Rude, $5. I can't give much, and my disability will likely be discontinued. I know, man. It's affected some of my loved ones, too. I hope they work that shit out. And here's a bit before I'm homeless. I need your show. I hope you stay on YouTube. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm not going anywhere. You guys ain't got to worry about it. I'm not threatening to leave the show. I'm just saying that I might have to miss some shows to work on other things to keep the show going. But the show's going to keep going. I mean, if I have to go work a real job, but keep coming back and doing like a show a week, I'm going to do it. It just depends on how many shows there's going to be because, I have to work it out, right? It's just life. I'm not trying to whine about it too much, but, you have to deal with shit, right? It doesn't do good to whine about it. You just got to work it the fuck out. But thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. Water polo with the $2. USA is scary as fuck right now. I know, right? Scary for me, too. I've been looking at Mexico. I forgot to tell you, today's my 54th birthday. Fuck yeah! Happy birthday, Janet Rude. Happy birthday to you. Grumpy Career here for the shitstorm. Hey, you came on a good night, Grumpy. Lizzie Bennett had an axe, gave her another 40 wax. $5. A sign of how screwed we truly are as a country. The booger eat is being mostly based. I know, right? Although he's responsible for a lot of the shit he was saying. So it's like the guy wearing the hot dog costume. Who could be responsible for this? But still, it is weird to hear him say that. Dardas, $12. Love you, Dusty. Love you back. Thanks, and keep up the wonderful work. You keep up the wonderful work. Giving me money. Appreciate you, Darnus. Lizzie Bennett, $5. Not even Trump is as dumb as Brian. I know, right? Didn't the Cheeto Prez halt the tariffs on Canada for at least 30 days, supposedly? Yeah, draw it out again for another 30 days. Keep shit on edge. Keep chaos reigning. That's all he's good for. Agent Orange, $15. I used to like the Hodge twins when I was young chud. I'm sorry. We really are dumb. And we were young and don't know any better. Yeah, I know. I can't shit on you too hard. I was a Christian until I was like 33. They're just cringe-ass anti-black grifters now. Yep. Always have been. Astronaut with a gun in his hand. And Water Blizzard, 1, 2 tickets, 2. Thank you, Water Blizzard. You rock. And Brian Printy, $10. What the fuck? Just what the fuck? Love you, Dusty. I know, right? Crazy how bad it's getting. It's surreal. John Bliss. Hi, y'all. Hi, John. Sorry I'm late. No forgiveness. I am moving to South Carolina to the Rockies. Your old stomping grounds. Fuck yeah. Actually, I was in Denver. I guess that's close enough. Son is there. Yeah, I'm in Olive Branch. Hey, that is my close enough right now. I forgot the time change. Hey, well, have a good trip, John Bliss. I appreciate you. And Jason Ashley, I've actually been this scared before. It's so I've not been this scared. I know, right? Me either. When I get nervous, shit's getting crazy. Catalina, Rush Limbaugh used to count the days of the Clinton presidency, calling it America held hostage. I think we're back at day one of America actually being held hostage. Yep. I wish we had like a left-wing Rush Limbaugh, but nope, we don't. Only person really doing real good in the left wing is Hassan. Because he's, so unfortunate looking. People just feel sorry for him. Jinx says meow to y'all. Hey, meow to Jinx. Sharon Pate scritches for me. Live in spirit forever, $10. Thank you forever keeping us informed, Dusty, and creating this amazing community. Let's fight the system together. Hey, I'm here for it. I don't know how much we can fight it, but I can report on it. At this point, I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm on the Titanic. And for the last 5 years, I've just been like, the iceberg! We're about in the iceberg! We're gonna hit it, motherfucker! We're gonna hit it! We gotta fucking change course! And then nobody listened, and then we hit it. And now I'm basically just on the Titanic reporting on it sinking. Yeah, we're sinking. It's a foot from us. Now it's up to our knees. The shit's cold. Oh, now it's to our neck. And but what you gonna do? Thank you. And Kevin Milligan, 10, yeah, 10 free tickets if you got one. Give Kevin Milligan your love. You guys show up to live for your chance to win a free ticket to all the after parties. And fuck yeah, Kevin, appreciate you. Everybody love to Kevin. And if you guys want to get your super chats in, there's still plenty of time to get it in before the end of the show. Going to read all the rest of the end of the show. But for now, a little something I like to call Here Shall Be Elon. And President Elon back in the news, and oh my, it's a coup. Coup-coo-ca-choo, motherfucker. So, apparently Elon has collected himself an army of baby hackers. These gentlemen, Akash Boba, Luke Ferritor, Ethan Scholtron, and Edward Korstein. They're good programmers, apparently. These young bucks, they know everything about how the federal government computer programs work. They know how to create backdoors and shut people out of the programs and take complete fucking control over all the databases in the U.S. government. And they fucking did it, folks. These unelected children, along with Elon Musk, just took over our entire fucking government, which I'm about to show you. I'm not making this up. First off, the highest-ranking Treasury Department official resigned after Elon Musk demanded access to sensitive payment systems. He resigned, and then they went over. They plugged in hard drives to the computers over at the Treasury Department, and they installed backdoors so they could control all the computer systems. Then they went over to USAID, which is the organization that gives all the foreign aid out to everybody. And they did the same thing, plugged in hard drives, put in backdoors, took over. These children, run by Elon Musk, did this, folks. These unelected children. And then he installed a legal server with federal HR databases. Several of Elon Musk's associates installed at the Office of Personnel Management, OPM, have received unprecedented access to the federal human resources databases containing sensitive personal information for millions of federal employees. They just took all of our social security numbers, all of our medical information, everything about us, folks. Now, why do you think he did that? Why do you think the world's richest man, who collects data and sells it for a living, and then uses his position to punish people who go against his narratives, why do you think they stole all our information? Why do you think they took over the government? What do you think they can do next? This is such a crazy show, to be honest with you. And yes, Elon Musk has taken over the U.S. Office of Personnel. Here's an insider whistleblower. I am a current employee of the Office of Personnel Management, OPM. This is a throwaway account for obvious reasons. I'm posting this because people need to know what's going on at OPM. I've been an OPM employee for nearly a decade and the federal employee for almost 20 years. I've never witnessed anything even remotely close to what's happening right now. In short, there's a hostile takeover of the federal civil service. Let me say this in no uncertain terms. OPM has been compromised and taken over. The very backbone of the American government, the HR of all HR in the U.S. government, has been taken over by outside politicals. In just 5 days, they managed to push aside dozens of non-political career civil servants who were there specifically to prevent the civil service from becoming the president's henchman. The current acting director, Charles Chuck Ezel, is a low-level branch chief. He's the friendliest yes man you'll ever meet. He never says no. It's clear they pushed aside all the high-level non-political civil servants who refused to do Donald Trump's bidding until they found Chuck. Anyway, they took over that organization. That's what you need to know there, folks. Even AOC sounding the alarm. USAID security chief on leave after trying to prevent Musk Doge from accessing classified material, officials say. This is a 5-alarm fire, AOC says. The people elected Donald Trump to be president, not Elon Musk. Having an unelected billionaire with his own foreign debt and motives raiding U.S. classified information is a grave threat to national security. Nobody cares. Nobody's enforcing the laws anymore. The criminals have taken everything over. They can do whatever the fuck they want to. They rule us now. Musk cronies infiltrate federal technology agency. Yep, Elon Musk minions, from trusted sidekicks to random college students, and former Musk company interns have taken over the General Service Administration, a critical government agency that manages federal offices and technology. Already, the team is attempting to use White House security credentials to gain unusual access to GSA tech, deploying a suite of new AI software and recreating the office in its image, according to leaked documents obtained by Wire. Even more, folks. Bassett gives Musk access to Social Security payments. Treasury Secretary Scott Bassett gave representatives of the so-called Department of Government Efficiency full access to the federal payment system late on Friday. Bassett granted access to the payment system to a handful of staff members affiliated with Deutsche, including Tom Krause, the chief executive of Silicon Company Cloud Software Group. So all these unelected people, technocrats, have all the information. They're controlling all the government computers now. Deutsche has been granted access to all systems at the Small Business Administration, SBA, including HR, contract, and payment systems. And then Musk says he's blocking payments to federal contractors. Yay! This guy who literally has no authority to do any of this. Everything I've just said to you is incredibly illegal. This is illegal as fucking shit. But there is no sheriff anymore. The sheriff is a mob boss. They can do whatever they want to. No accountability. Elon Musk said his Deutsche team of government efficiency enforcers is shutting down payments to federal contractors, suggesting that the world's richest man may have access to sensitive systems used as the U.S. Treasury Department's. Congress is supposed to decide what money is earmarked to be spent and how it is spent. Not Elon Musk, who wasn't elected. Like I said, 100% illegal, but it doesn't matter anymore. We are beyond the law now. And then, remember those kids? Those little baby hackers that Elon Musk hired to take everything over? These children? Well, then he deleted the account of the person that reported on it and accused him of committing a crime. Yeah, free speech Elon Musk. Now, obviously, this is not a crime. Obviously, it's freedom of the press, freedom of speech. You have the right to report on people going in and hacking the government databases and taking fucking over, especially when they're doing it illegally, when they have no right to do so. But I dare you report on things we don't want you to. So this guy reported on it, and Elon Musk is like, you have committed a crime, and deleted him. Because if there's one thing Elon Musk hates, it's free speech, it's freedom of the fucking press. Elon nuked someone's account for naming the 6 people he has working for him, which is not a crime. Of course it's not. That's journalism. And that highest-ranking Treasury Department official resigns after Musk demands access to sensitive payment systems. The highest-ranking career official at the Treasury Department is departing after a clash with allies of Elon Musk over access to sensitive payment systems. So they got into everything, folks. So the first plan seems to be to stop all aid to foreign countries. We're the richest country on earth, but I dare we help anybody. The richest man in the world who could literally end hunger, could end homelessness. Instead, spending his time to make sure we don't help any fucking body do anything. The most evil people on the fucking planet. You ever notice Elon doesn't have like any hospital wings named after himself? Any like orphanages named after him? Any wings on schools? Nothing. Nothing. All he does is take, and ensure poor people, needy, the most desperate among us, never receive an ounce of help because he's a fucking sick psychopath, sociopath. Top U.S. aid officials put on leave after refusing to allow Deutsche Flax to access security personnel files, so they're going to get rid of it all, folks. No more foreign aid whatsoever. Musk installs a legal server with federal HR databases. Elon Musk is taking over the U.S. Office of Personnel Management. Okay, let me scroll down. Oh, yeah, here we are. So back to the kids I was talking about before, these baby hackers. You'll be shocked to know they're Nazis. At least one of them, one of Musk's young Dodge lackeys, has retweeted multiple neo-Nazis, such as Nick Fuentes. What? Elon Musk hanging out with Nazis? Who could have seen this coming? Not Elon. Yeah, of course. They're these 4chan losers, these toxic fucking trolls. Of course they love booger-eating Nick. And then, of course, instead of holding these people accountable for breaking the law, because these children and Elon Musk are 100% absolutely breaking the law, our U.S. government has circled the wagons around them and threatened that anybody who tries to hold them accountable for breaking the law will themselves be tried for crimes. Trump's D.C. U.S. attorney says that any threats, confrontation, or other actions in any way that impacts what Elon Musk is doing and Elon Musk's people are doing will be investigated by his office, since that may break numerous laws. So, yet, once again, the criminals can do whatever they want to do, and any of the good people who want to hold them accountable, you're the ones that get tried for crimes. You're the ones that get punished. Evil does whatever it wants to. Good destroyed in this country. And then it seems like the goal is to destroy USAID. Once again, it's the one that sends out the most aid to foreign countries, the poorest people on the goddamn planet. So how they're doing this is they're just going to lie about it first of all. Here's Elon. Did you know that USAID, using your tax dollars, funded bioweapon research, including COVID-19 that killed millions of people? 100% made up. 100% just pulling this out of his ass. Because they know they can lie and say anything and then use that as justification to do whatever the fuck they want to, and nobody's going to hold them accountable. Just crazy, the fucking lies. And if you want to know what this organization is, the United States Agency of International Development is an independent agency of the United States government that is primarily responsible for administrating civilian foreign aid and development assistance with a budget of over $50 billion. USAID is one of the largest official aid agencies in the world and accounts for more than half of all U.S. foreign assistance, the highest in the world in absolute dollar terms. Yes, we're trying to help the rest of the world because we are the richest, but no more. Which brings me to the next lie they told to try to have this agency shut down. So before I show you the lie, I'm going to tell you the truth. So the truth is this. The Elizabeth Glasser Pediatric AIDS Foundation has been actively involved in reproductive health initiatives in Mozambique since 2004. Their efforts have primarily focused on preventing mothers to child transmission of HIV and providing comprehensive HIV services in Gaza province. This is not Gaza, Palestine. This is Gaza, Africa, outside of Mozambique. In Gaza province, EGPF supports 100 adolescent-friendly health facilities. And in Hambrain province, they support 49 such facilities. In 2021, they were awarded a cooperative agreement worth $83 million by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Centers for Global Health. This funding is designed for advancing HIV and tuberculosis services to achieve epidemic control in Mozambique. So they're trying to prevent childhood AIDS and tuberculosis because we're the richest country in the world and we're just trying to do a little bit, the minimum we can for our fellow human beings. So we threw a little money to Africa to help them with children's AIDS, folks. So that's the real story. Gaza province, outside of Mozambique in Africa, got a little bit of this money to help tuberculosis and child AIDS. So here's how they're spending it, folks, to shut down all the aid to these poor children, to all the aid to these poor people. They're just outright lying by claiming the Gaza is the Palestinians' Gaza, and we're sending $50 million worth of condoms to Hamas.
Big bureaucracy where there has been tremendous waste and fraud and abuse. In that process, we identified and stopped $50 million being sent to Gaza to buy condoms for Hamas. 50 million. And you know what's happened to them? They've used them as a method of making bombs. How about that?
We've literally sent no condoms to Gaza. Zero to Hamas. They're literally just making all this up. It's not even the same fucking Gaza, folks. But it doesn't fucking matter. They can say anything, and they'll use their lies to shut down AIDS prevention to children. And then he went out there and he repeated it multiple times.
Mr. President, why is it important for Elon Musk to have access to the payment systems at Treasury?
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him. And it's only if we agree with him. He's a very talented guy from the standpoint of management and costs. And we put him in charge of seeing what he can do with certain groups and certain numbers. Some of the numbers are horrible, what he's found. 100 Think of it, $100 million.
So now it's $100 million. It was $50 million before. Now it's $100 million. It's doubled since the last time he told this lie.
On condoms to Hamas. Condoms to Hamas. And many other things that are frankly even more ridiculous.
So this is how they're justifying Elon Musk taking over all the government servers. Because he's stopping us from sending condoms to Hamas, which is not happening. A coup is happening, folks. An illegal coup, a takeover of our government. And they're lying about it. And it's working. And not the only one spreading this, folks. They're all in the same playbook as Jesse Waters.
Trump's trying to pump the brakes on spending, and Democrats are going nuts.
In an instant, Donald Trump has shut off billions, perhaps trillions of dollars that directly support states, cities, towns, schools, hospitals, small businesses, and most of all, American families. This is a dagger at the heart of the average American family in red states, in blue states, in cities, in suburbs, in rural areas. It is just outrageous.
Caroline Levitt, ready with a fact check.
You are receiving individual assistance from the federal government, you will still continue to receive that. So what does this pause mean? It means no more funding for illegal DEI programs. It means no more funding for the Green New scam that has cost American taxpayers tens of billions of dollars. It means no more funding for transgenderism and wokeness across our federal bureaucracy and agencies.
Trump's putting government spending on ice so he can figure out where all this money is going and why. Some Democrat judge today ruled Trump has to keep spending your money, but that doesn't mean the president's going to stop cutting.
DOJ and OMB also found that there was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza. That is a preposterous waste of taxpayer money.
All right, we couldn't believe when we heard this.
It's not true.
We were about to spend $50 million on condoms for Gaza. Condoms cost a couple pennies when you buy them in bulk. It's at least according to heartthrob Stephen Miller. So you can buy 500 million condoms with that much cash. That's enough to give every guy in Gaza 1,000 condoms. That's like a decade's supply of safe sex.
So now they're saying that we were about to send it, but we didn't. Donald Trump said that we sent it to them and they made bombs with it. So which is it? You guys can't even keep your own lies straight. Number one cable news network spreading these lies, though, folks. This is how they do it. This is how the propaganda is spread, folks. President's lawyer also on Fox News spreading the same bullshit.
And we've seen tremendous footing and getting rid of waste, as you mentioned, DOJ, DEI, all the nonsense that was wasted, 50 million to Gaza for condoms. It's crazy. So
it is crazy.
I'm seeing progress at the likes of which we've never seen.
So this is how they're selling it, folks. This is how they're selling it to take over our country. And, hey, at least the Daily Show had some fun with it. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted for showing you this.
Trump administration is getting to work on identifying totally real, not made up fraud.
There was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza.
Condoms for Hamas.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. DOJ has also identified $90 million spent on pocket pussies for the Assad regime in Syria, $140 million on anal beads for non-binary Venezuelans, and over 30 million copies of the DVD Backdoor Asian
that's a good one.
set to be shipped to Ukrainian orphans. President Trump has also promised that going forward, illegal aliens will no longer receive a subscription to Pornhub Premium when they cross the border.
Their right.
And the State Department's refugee dildo program has been indefinitely
suspended.
The dildo program? And sorry, citizens of Wakanda, American taxpayers will no longer pay $10 trillion to send you erotic butthole powder, whatever that is. Share this if you're glad that America has brought competence and maturity back.
Finally, somebody standing up against the butthole powder. God bless Trump. And, so this is the argument they're using to cut aid to Africa, folks. And this sounds familiar. I wonder where he got this from. Basically, his claim is that South Africa is being really mean to white folks. And so no more aid to Africa until they stop being mean to white folks.
So on True Social, you said that you were going to cut aid from South Africa. Will you plan to cut aid across other African nations, and why South Africa?
No, it's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
And on the
yeah, it's Elon. You can see Elon with his hand up Trump's ass, working him like a fucking puppet. That's apartheid Clyde, if I ever heard it. And then Marco Rubio declares that he is the acting director. He declared it. I declare bankruptcy. So this is a excuse for him to shut down the USA, and he's already said he's going to do it. He already made a video explaining how they're going to shut down the USA. So I guess no more foreign aid, folks. We're the richest country on the earth, but fuck everybody else, right? We guard ours. Fuck all y'all. We'll just colonize you, take all your shit, and you just fucking die. We're going to be a pariah state of the world, just like Israel is. And the Democrats fecklessly got out there and tried to fight back against this, but it's so stupid. Like, I appreciate the effort, I guess, but you're not going to do anything. This is all just a fucking show.
Elon Musk has called USAID a criminal organization, and yet he is the one who came in the dark of the night in a takeover that is illegal.
Lisa Loeb looks great. And then Murphy.
But let's not pull any punches about why this is happening. Elon Musk makes billions of dollars based off of his business with China. And China is cheering at this action today. There is no question that the billionaire class trying to take over our government right now is doing it based on self-interest. Their belief that if they can make us weaker in the world, if they can elevate their business partners all around the world, that they will gain the benefit. But there's another reason this is happening. They're shuttering agencies and sending employees home in order to create the illusion that they're saving money in order to do what? Pass a giant tax cut for billionaires and corporations, right?
I mean, I guess God love them. They're trying, but they have no power. Nothing's going to happen. They're just fucking talking.
You know, foreign assistance is about 1% of our entire federal budget. And maybe before coming after USAID, Republicans should look at all the billions and billions of dollars in tax breaks and subsidies that they give to oligarchs like Elon Musk.
Yeah, but they won't. You guys should have done something before Trump got back in the fucking office. You should have made sure he was tried for his fucking crimes. You fucking blew it. And now all this is just goddamn lip service.
Elon Musk, you didn't create U.S. aid. The United States Congress did for the American people. And just like Elon Musk did not create...
Oh, shut up. I'm sorry. I don't even give a fuck anymore. You guys aren't going to do shit. You're not going to do shit. Meanwhile, all air safety updates will only come on X. This is how it's going to be, folks. They're going to funnel every communication from the government through X now. X will be an official government platform. You'll have to come to X, even though what the fuck's going on in our government, to read the lies they fucking tell you. Seems like a conflict of interest, but nobody gives a shit. And then, apparently, Elon Musk bragging that they shut down the IRS's program that would allow taxpayers to file for free. Yeah, fuck us, right? IRS, shortly after that report, as directed by the Treasury Department, the IRS assembled a team of tax experts, technologists, and engineers and strategists from across government to build a direct file system. And Elon's like, that group has been deleted. Yay, yay! You fucked us again, Elon. Yay, you're rich. You have to pay to have your taxes done to make sure you don't have to pay anything. Why should we have to pay? Why should it be easy for us? Yay, America! Isn't this great? Isn't it great that because of Elon we have to pay? These companies like TurboTax, who lobby the government with billions of dollars to make sure taxes aren't simple for us, to make sure we have to pay them. Isn't that great, y'all? That they fuck us every chance they get? Even his own sycophants are trying to push back against this a little bit. Thanks to Dodge, millions of Americans have just lost their ability to file taxes online for free. Now they must use third-party paid services like TurboTax. This is 0% about inefficiency and 100% about ripping you off. Yes, it is. And even his own people, not too happy about it. Why? The government should set up a program to help people file their taxes for free. Charging normies a few $100s on TurboTax is theft. Direct file seems like a good thing. Delete the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, an agency developed by Elizabeth Warren during the bailouts of the big banks. This agency employs 54 federal workers who are likely making six-figure salaries. Anyway, they're mad, which you should be. But this is what you voted for, so shut the fuck up and die. And then Elon Musk is suing advertisers for not advertising on X. And that sounds crazy, right? You have the freedom to advertise where you want to and to not advertise where you want to. That's part of freedom of speech. Nobody can force you to advertise somewhere that you don't want to. Well, they're probably going to settle out of court. That'd be my fucking guess. If you're rich, you can just sue people for fucking anything, intimidate, bully them. Force them to advertise on your website against their will. This is America now, folks. But folks, some hero out there, I don't know who it is, once said that you should key every single Tesla you see. And I've always been against that. Do not key every Tesla that you see, okay? Now, this person who said this wasn't me. Said that, hey, you should let it be known to every Tesla driver, every Tesla owner, that their car is in danger of being vandalized for supporting fascists and Nazis. And that will make less people likely to buy Teslas, which will make Elon Musk have less fucking money that he can use against us, right? So you're really a hero for doing that. Once again, I don't abide by this. Anyway, for no apparent reason, I'm showing you this video. It looks better. I'm just saying. I'm saying he should have charged for that one. That's $2,000 easy. And definitely don't do that to every Tesla you see. And that is my He Shall Be Elon section for tonight. Fuck yeah, we did it. And already, an hour and 50 minutes of the show. We about to hit some overtime. If you love overtime, reward me for overtime. Fuck yes. This shit's insane, I know, right? Even for me, this has been a fucking crazy show. Even for me, it's like, what? How much of this can there be? How long can this keep going? Like, I keep naming shit. Every new thing is worse than the fucking last. But this is what we voted for. This is our country now. Yay, us! And with that said, gonna do some religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. Motherfuckers, it's time for religious bullshit. And boom goes the dynamite, and folks, you're not gonna believe this one. Actually, you're about to get swerved. I've decided not to cover the pedophiles anymore, y'all. I'm not even kidding. I decided not to cover it anymore. It's redundant at this point. I've been covering the youth pastors, the priests, the preachers, the Christian teachers molesting kids for, 4 or 5 years? Every show, multiple ones, over and fucking over again. I've done it to prove a point that it's not the trans people, not the drag queens raping the kids. It's almost always the religious, and conservatives don't give a fuck. Not a single one of them have ever posted any of the thousands at this point, religious people who have raped kids on their social media websites, because they don't actually give a shit about children. And so I just continue to cover it over and over again to point that out. But there's no reason for me to do that anymore. I think I've made my fucking point, right? So no more of that, folks. But there was at least 4 I saw this week that I'm not even going to fucking cover. So it's not stopped. I'm just not going to cover anymore. But it doesn't mean the religion is not incredibly fucking depressing. Case in point, this gentleman Salwan Mamika, he's a refugee in Sweden who was famous for burning the Quran. They assassinated him, folks. You're not even safe in Sweden from these crazy fucks. Sweden Prime Minister said Thursday a foreign power may have been involved in the murder of Iraq refugee who stoked international tensions by burning Qurans at a protest in 2023. I can guarantee you that the security services are deeply involved in this because there is obviously a risk that there is also a link to a foreign power. It's crazy. Kind of makes me nervous because, like, I have a video of Muhammad explaining why he's a pedophile. I drew that motherfucker. If you're not safe in Sweden, you ain't fucking safe anywhere. I'm glad no one knows where I live. And then, seen in Butler, Pennsylvania, folks, they so mad at this bishop who dared teach the love of Christ. I dare you teach charity, compassion, generosity. Oh, hell no. Go back in your queer closet. Someone literally paid for this. Daddy's home. If that ain't the most Christian thing I've ever goddamn seen in my life, I don't know what the fuck is, folks. We are so good. We're such a good country. And they deleted that one, so I'm going to move on. That was related to the previous post, but fuck it. And then, folks, just to show you how full of shit Christians are. This is like one of the reasons I'm not Christian. Now, a big part of it, because I researched it and realized it was all fucking bullshit. No logic and reason or evidence behind it. But also because Christians are such fucking hypocrites. I just started noticing more and more as I got older. Holy shit, you guys don't practice what you preach at all. You don't actually believe what you fucking say. Case in point, here's Kanye talking about how Christian and pious he is.
One of my pastors, Pastor Adam, who is the way he preaches is called expository. It's like one-to-one by the word. I like all different kind of preachers, but there's some type of preachers, they get up, they have the Bible in their hand, then they close the Bible, and then they just talk for 2 hours. And some do have anointing, but the expository preachers go line for line. And for me, it's like I come from entertainment. I got so much sauce. I don't need no sauce on the word. I need the word to be solid food that I can understand exactly what God was saying to me through the King James Version, through this, through this translation or the English Standard Version. One of my
That's right, folks. I don't need no sauce. I'm such a good Christian. I'm so pious. Love me some Jesus. So yeah, Kanye and his wife Bianca went to the Grammys yesterday, and she stripped her clothes, and she's wearing basically a completely see-through. She's naked. She's naked. There's a kid. Here's a little child sitting there looking at his naked wife. Imagine if a gay person did this. Imagine if this would have been a drag queen. Imagine, folks. Imagine. Crickets when Christian-ass Kanye does this, folks. Because they don't actually give a shit. Not a single conservative called him out for this. Not a single libs of TikTok who will call every drag queen story hour out had any problem with this, folks, because they don't actually give a shit about any of this. Their actions prove that their words mean fucking nothing. And then last but not least, I will take shit that never happened for $1 million, Alex.
When I was in Utah, we saw lots of demons in Utah.
You did not.
No,
you didn't.
In our meeting, we'd have interesting people show up. Witches were showing up all the time.
No,
praying for this girl at the end of the meeting.
No,
and
you
from
weren't.
behind me, this guy grabs my kidney.
No, he
It wasn't like, hey, brother, how are you? It's like, I'm going to rip your kidney out.
No,
so
he
I
did not.
turn around. There's this huge guy I've never seen before, and his pupils are going in and out super fast.
Nope.
And he screams at the top of his lungs, I
He
was
didn't do
sent
that.
here to kill you. I am going to kill you. I said,
No,
oh,
he didn't.
cool. So I turned back around,
Definitely
put my
is what
back
you
to
said.
him, and kept praying for the girl. And he says, excuse me. I said, excuse me. I said, I'm trying to pray, so shut your mouth in Jesus' name. His mouth shuts. And so
totally.
I finished praying for the girl, and I said, okay.
You're such a
Listen,
hero.
this is what we're going to do. I'm going to
You're
count
magic.
to 3. And when I get to 3, you're either going to say, I want Jesus, I want freedom, or you're going to run out of this building. I'm never going to see you again. Do you understand me? His head goes like this, and I count to 3, and he goes running out of the building.
Totally.
And then this guy comes over to me who's a visitor, and he says, hey, so what do I need to do? I said, what do you mean? He goes, I'm an atheist.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I saw that guy's eyes. Like, that's not possible.
Oh,
And
definitely.
like, you calmly walk over.
You know how many atheists are just hanging out in your church, just waiting to see some shit that makes them believe in Jesus. Happens all the fucking time.
For this guy, and you're just talking about Jesus, and this guy goes running out. So what do I need to do? And so that's why I say not only is the demonic weak, they're quite stupid. Because they're actually allowing people to come to Christ. There's no place of fear with this stuff whatsoever. Because we're seated. So that's why Paul would say, stand firm against the enemy.
You're so powerful. Oh my God, you got such good magical powers. I totally believe this all fucking happened. Good God, they're so fucking pathetic. They just have no problem lying, just obviously lying. Everybody knows you're lying. They don't have any fucking shame whatsoever because they know a very, very tiny percent of people will believe them and they'll make money off of it, but just fucking shameless, goddammit. What a piece of fucking shit. And that is my religious bullshit for the fucking night. Yeah. Yeah, shave it off. I know, right? Just embrace your baldness like I did. And nope. Yeah, I know. Never happened. Did not occur. Agreed. No class. Gobbledygook. Agreed. Don't judge all Christians by the worst of the worst, Dusty. That's not fair. Okay, I don't judge all Christians by the worst of the worst. I judge you because you believe in stupid fucking bullshit, fairy tales, that you're not adult enough to embrace reality. I can judge you for being a moron just for the fact that you're a Christian. I don't need any other Christians to judge you by. Your own stupidity is enough for me. And all right, we're right along, folks. Very quick trash world tonight, followed by only got 2 beyond periods. The show's almost over. But not yet. It's time for Trash World. A trash world. It's a dumpster fire and it's hellish. A trash world. It's a trash world. Everything sucks all the goddamn time in the trash world. The last show, I told you guys about DeepSeek. It was the Chinese AI. So you guys know ChatGPT. It's like the Coke of the AI. Well, they spent like $100 quadrillion to make their AI agent, and then China stole it. China stole the whole fucking thing and just released it to the public for free. They're like, here you go. And so AI, which is an American company, did the only thing an American company would do. They petitioned the government to make it illegal for us to download DeepSeek. And now the government has proposed a new bill to put you in jail for 20 years and fine you $1 million if you download DeepSeek. Yay, us! Are we free yet? You know you're free when they ban shit, right? Can't have capitalism not making their money back. You gotta keep you from doing what you want to do. Freedom, baby. Fuck yeah. And then, one from Blue Sky. Fucking the Young Turks, man. It's so depressing. Chunk Yogurt still bragging about running the largest left-wing network in the fucking world, and they seem to have lost their way. I don't even know what to say about this. First off, this was a month ago. He had this debate with Francesca Fiorentini. I guess she also works for the Young Turks. Had a chat with her about his obvious right-wing arc that he's doing. Everybody can see through, including his own employees. And she's pointing out to him, hey, you know, we're worried about like the concentration camps, you know, like the one Trump just says he's going to shut up at Gitmo, 30,000 people. We're worried about that, right? Here's Chunk's response.
You want to have a beer with people who want to put people in mass deportation camps. They want to deport.
You think we're going to get put in camps? You sound all right.
That's right. You sound crazy. You sound crazy to suggest that Donald Trump is going to put people in camps. What's wrong with you? Trump would never do that, says Chunk Yogurt. Yeah, okay. Trump plans to build mass detention camps for deportees at Guantanamo Bay. So Chunk got called out for this. And so immediately him and Anna Asparagus get on their show, and they double down on it. They double down, claiming that what Trump is doing is no different than what Joe Biden did. Spoiler alert, it is way different. Joe Biden did minimally use Gitmo, but was trying to use it very sparingly. Definitely not the same as turning the 30,000 bed at Gitmo into a concentration camp for immigrants. But anyway, here's Chunk and Anna's take on it.
I know that Francesca Fiorentini is currently attacking you about this as if Donald Trump is unique. He's novel compared to past presidents, certainly a special kind of evil that we've never seen before. In her mind, these are the gulags that she was warning about. But in
they are 100% the gulags that she was warning about. What the fuck you talking about?
fact, this has been a long-standing practice.
No.
You can be against that practice.
No, it's not.
But Donald Trump isn't doing anything new here.
Yes, Donald Trump is doing new things here. You don't have to believe me. Go ask ChatGPT. Go research yourself. Go ask anybody. I did ask ChatGPT to explain it all to me, and it very clearly explained, yes, this is totally fucking new. Joe Biden was not doing this. Anna is fucking lying. She's double downing on the Trump defense.
Yeah, so I'm going to address it. I think that the clip that Francesca's using is misleading and totally out of context, but that's okay. But I know that...
No, it's not okay. No, it's not okay. That dishonesty is not okay.
Yeah,
but continue. Go ahead.
I hear you. I don't mean to
but
excuse
she's
that.
getting the likes that she wants, right? Otherwise, I mean, who would pay attention to anything she's doing if she's not attacking TYT? But anyway, continue, Jay.
Yeah,
but you guys are so special. Who would pay attention to her if she wasn't attacking you? You guys are the shit, aren't you? Just what the fuck? And then she starts crashing out over Hassan Abbey. Seems a little jealous, dog, gotta say. Anna Asparagus says, Hassan is a slave to his audience. I've never seen a man more terrified of the people who watch his streams. I would never be jealous of that. I don't watch all that much Hassan, but every clip I see of him, he seems pretty laid back and down to earth, and he seems to be really good to his fans. Doesn't seem to be scared of them at all. Just seems to be a normal entertainer. So I don't know what the fuck this garbage is about. And then somebody tattletales, Hassan, Anna's taking shots at you, to which she says, I sure am. You fucking suck, Haas. You treat family like garbage when they're unbelievably good to you. That's what scum does. I heard that they're bringing up the fact that his mom cooks for him sometimes as a way to shit on him. The fuck's wrong with y'all? Having your mom cook for you is great. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh no, whatever. Yeah, I agree. Hassan is unfortunate looking, but I ain't gonna hold that against him. Not everybody can be a perfect 10 alpha male specimen, so he's okay. He'll get there. He'll get there someday. And all right, that is my trash world. Fuck yes, Midi does rock. I watch Hassan and he's awesome. Yeah, we're talking about the different Hassan, but yeah, Mehdi Hassan's also good. Yeah, Hassan's all right. He follows me, but like he ain't never done anything for my fucking career. I know that goddamn much, so a little bit disappointed, to be honest with you. Vosh is cool. Vosh ain't ever done nothing for me fucking either. I've had Vosh on the fucking show. You think he's ever returned the fucking favor? Hell to the nah. What's that all fucking about? So he ain't that fucking cool. Yeah, I know Hassan is Chunk's nephew. All right. We got 2 Beyond Parodies to finish you guys off with a happy ending. So prepare your anus. It's time for Beyond Parody. And first off on tonight's Beyond Parody, oh my God, I almost feel sorry for this guy because he's obviously got incredibly low self-esteem, and he filmed this himself. And then he uploaded it, thinking this made him look good. So this guy got fired from the UPS store and didn't take it very well. Let's see if you can guess who this guy probably voted for.
Getting fired from the UPS store by this cuck loser. Fucking coward, cuck loser, won't even fire me at the beginning of my shift, waits till the end of my shift. Here he is, Darren the cuck fucking loser from 1892, who's a fucking loser, who doesn't know shit about running a business, and he's gonna let an alcoholic fat fuck named Joe fire somebody with 10 years of experience because he complained that Joe won't train my fucking coworkers, and Joe puts on the fucking radio, and Joe drinks next door and won't tell shit to my coworkers because he's a cuck fucking loser coward, just like Darren, the cuck fucking loser coward. Coward loser fucking cunt.
He's frothing at the mouth. Calm the shit down, Trump supporter. I definitely understand why you got fucking fired. Say the word cuck again. Say cuck one more goddamn time. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Say cuck again. And last but not least, I love this one. You probably saw this one a while back, but here's the follow-up to it. This lady was being racist as shit to some Mexicans. I guess they were valets or something. Called them wetbacks, called them all kinds of names, called them poor, but don't worry, folks. I know what you're thinking. She's not racist. She's not racist. She's the last person on earth that would be racist. This is the racist fucking anthem. Watch this shit.
I lashed out and I called him a wetback. And
Trump is doing good things. You guys rape people.
Yeah.
You guys rape and kill people.
Right? I've explained so many times, I'm the farthest thing from racist possible. I've had nothing but Mexican, Spanish boyfriends. Majority of my friends are Black and Hispanic.
All my friends are Black.
What else? Got it? Wetback. What else?
Sitting here and, oh, she's racist. I'm the farthest thing from racist possible. Like, it just doesn't even make any sense. I was upset and I lost my shit.
Look, everybody gets a little racist when they get upset. When I get mad, sometimes I call Mexicans wetbacks and say they rape people and Donald Trump is going to deport them. Who does it? That's just normal anger.
Happens to the best of us.
Give me my change. I'm rich, you're poor. Difference.
Classy.
Why don't you guys call people like my housekeepers who I got their papers for them?
Oh my
and
God.
How many people I've helped from different races and so on and so forth. I love Mexicans. I love Asian people.
Yeah.
I love.
Why don't you ask my housekeepers how much I love Mexicans?
Russians. I love Jews. I love Muslims. Like, I've never in my life, why would someone like me ever be racist? What I said about
You're a wetback.
Trump, my parents are Ukrainian immigrants. I was angry. I felt like I just was violated.
Want to report me, bitch? Want to fucking report me? Shut the fuck up. I didn't touch you. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Give me my keys. Just give her. Get the fuck out of my fucking.
And so when I get mad, I say crazy shit. That's the honest to God truth. How much more real can I be?
She's so real.
You're
real,
a wetback.
y'all.
What else?
Super real.
What else?
Sorry for what I said. I've been around Mexicans, dated Mexicans my whole life.
Loves
my
Mexicans,
parents are immigrants. I am the farthest thing from racist possible.
Trump is doing good things. You guys rape people. Yeah. You guys rape and kill people.
Right? I don't even know what I said. That's
Don't
the
even
truth.
know. What did I even say?
You're a wetback.
What I said was so bad.
I just came to apologize to the two men
for what?
that were here when
You're not
all this
racist?
occurred.
Why would you apologize?
I'm done entertaining this. I'm the farthest thing from racist.
Say it again.
I'm not entertaining. You guys can DM me another 100,000 DMs.
Okay.
I'm done.
Trump is doing good things. You guys rape people. Yeah. You guys rape and kill people.
Right? You guys have a blessed day. And sorry to say, but I think racist people are disgusting. So
Me too. I think racist people and also people that get too much lip filler are disgusting. But that's just me. And you're racist. Fucking idiot. Folks, that's my show. We did it. Another successful episode. And I'm going to try to be back Wednesday. I'm going to try to do 3 shows this week. I'm going to try to pick it the fuck back up. I know I let you guys down last week, but I was not lazy. I was working on all those fucking sweet ass videos. So, I apologize, but I will try to be here for you more this week. And I do love the shit out of you guys. So if you bail out, please the like button. But most importantly, go send it to my Patreon. Please help me out. Please help me out. I don't want to go work at Walmart, y'all. Please. If you like my show, now is the time to support it. That's all I'm saying. Now's the time, y'all. If you're not going to support it now, then oh well. Whatever happens, happens. And all right, let's read the super chats. And then we'll go do a little kitty party and followed by an after party. Double G in the place to be. 1666, Hell Satan. Hey, Dusty. Hey, Double G. Thanks for wading through all the bullshit out there. on the U.S. political scene and giving it to us straight. The only media worth anything at all is your show. Hey, I appreciate it. Definitely a rare show. I don't think that's bragging. I've watched the other shows and nobody's doing it like this. So thank you for supporting it, OG. I appreciate it. Meow. Fuck yeah, Wizard Kitty. I heard that. $3 from the Monopoly. Thank you, Monopoly. Appreciate you. Keep it up as long as free speech is still allowed, Dusty. Yeah, watch it while you can. Don't be surprised to see me disappear. 10 gifts from Kevin Milligan. Did I say that already? Fuck yeah, Kevin Milligan. You fucking rock if I didn't already say that. Nope, I think I read. Yeah, all right, I read that. Cool. But thank you anyway. You deserved it twice. And just because it's been a while since I've caught you live, fuck yeah, hell, Satan, Double G. That's the way to do it. Hero shit, appreciate you. And last but not least, NFP me. Thank you, Dusty. Keep us sane and not alone. Hell yeah, we're all in this together, brothers. So, hey, thank you, everybody who donated tonight. I really appreciate it. Help keep the lights on, and I could use it. So thank you for your generosity. Folks, I'll be back on Wednesday, day after to motherfucking morrow for another episode of the world's greatest show. So be sure to subscribe, like the videos, but also leave comments. If you're watching on the replay, take a second or two to leave a comment. It's the least you can fucking do. Please help me out. The algorithms love it. And all right, I'm going to play a song. What? What happened to the song? Oh my God. I was going to play that song from Peter. Peter recorded We Are So Fucked, but he deleted it. Why did you delete it, Peter? It was there. Anyway, I'll find it later. All right, I'm just going to play System Error. What? No. All right. Sweet. All right, let's do a kitty party. Let's see who shows up tonight for the kitty party. Kitty party. Who wants it? Ah! All right, half stash. Boy Kitty Violet, Miss Precious, and Pretty Boy. Love the shit out of you guys. I will be back Wednesday. You guys have a good Tuesday out there. Not everybody. After party coming up next. Stay tuned if you got a ticket.
Trust the game they play. Low mirror system slay. Break it down and run away. We don't work, we don't pray. We just burn it all away. System error, full decay. We don't listen.
I missed the chat. All right, System Age. Die today, system error, what's to say? We don't listen anyway. I'm looking for it. There it is, $20. I saw my employee crying because she didn't know if she was going to have a job. I've never been in a position like this. Planetary Director, Professor of Physics. I couldn't help her. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Yeah, nothing you can do, man. I'm sorry you went through that. All you can do is try to be there for him, Simp. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. Thank you, Janet, for letting me know.
Don't trust the game they play. We don't listen.
Oh, pause. Oh, pause. Thank you, Paul. Scary times. The condoms things is beyond idiocracy. I agree, Paul. Thank you, NFB Mayfair. Appreciate you. Switch over now.